people start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Well, today's celebration of Black History looks at a significant spot with a proud past and a hopeful future. Community members spanning generations in one neighborhood are now working to overcome challenges and remain proud of their roots.
As News 8's Amisha Ramsey reports, Martindale-Brightwood has a rich history that dates back over a century.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, people tell me Martindale-Brightwood was the center for Black culture back in the early 1900s, and those who remember it know that it had a vibrant community such as Black churches. There were also several successful Black businesses and institutions. However, many of the remaining landmarks that people loved and grew up with are no longer existing, which is why they're trying to preserve culture today. Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood's history dates back to the 1800s. It was originally a blue-collar neighborhood with a mixture of white immigrants, eventually becoming a neighborhood in Indianapolis where Black people could own homes.
It was a very family-oriented community.
Clete Ladd is a longtime resident and college professor. After serving in the military, he returned to the area and began creating his own historical archive and records of the beloved neighborhood and surrounding area.
Frederick Douglass Park is so historic. The park has always been not only a center of community activity, but also education. There were things that we learned at Douglass Park that we didn't learn in school.
Churches filled the area, such as St. John's Missionary Baptist Church, with leaders like Andrew J. Brown, the pastor at that time, who was also a friend and colleague of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
We were invited over to hear Dr. King when Dr. King came. I didn't realize it then. But as I grew, I was like, wow, you know, we were part of history.
St. Rita Catholic Church is also along Dr. Andrew J. Brown Avenue, a cornerstone of the Black Catholic community for generations. Known as Indiana's storyteller, Samson Livingston took us back to how it came to be.
It has a rich history here in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood. It was actually established in 1919 as an extension of St. Bridget's Church, so a Black Catholic church down on Indiana Avenue. It actually used to be an old Irish Catholic church.
It was built for the Black African community because we wasn't allowed to sit in the front. We had to always sit in the back.
Livingston says that the remaining historical landmarks are a reminder of the events and people that shaped the area.
Black people were kind of forced, not kind of, they were really forced into these neighborhoods that they had to live and create their churches and their schools and their community. And School 26.
St. Francis.
St. Francis, that's what you just told me, that's where Martin University is now.
Yeah.
You was at, so you was at, who else went to St. Francis?
I did.
So we got St. Francis School. Who went to School 26?
John Hope School, number 26, was one of the first public schools for African American students in Indianapolis. It is now home to the Oaks Academy.
You are a part of the community, the secular community, and the spiritual community.
That's one of my favorite ways
to help preserve the culture and heritage of the neighborhood. Sampson organizes group tours through Martindale-Brightwood that serves as a connection between the past and the present.
I see changes coming. I see parts of the history maybe being lost, maybe being erased, but also an extremely prideful community.
Now, Sampson has been offering his tours throughout the year. He's been doing them for 3 years. He says he has some this upcoming spring if you want to be a part of that experience. He says that to best tell his story, he talks to people who have lived the history to bring it to life.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.